welcome to the 33rd episode of the Nonsense Review. But the first of the spooky spectacular. I am your ever host, Devon. Joining me today is also Rick.
Two nonsense reviewers.
Today we're going to be doing something spooky and fun because that's just how we roll in Nonsense Review, and hopefully the entire month will be spooky and fun. But before we get into that, if you're new to the podcast, you should probably know before we get into the bulk of our review, we like to just have a little discussion about how our weeks have been, what we've done, and sometimes what's happened in the wide world. So to that end, Rick, how's your week been, buddy?
Well, on the personal note, I've got a cold, so apologies to anyone if I sound like I have a head full of goldfish bowls. The little follow-on from that, though, is that I've not been able to do a great deal out in the wide world, but the one thing that has happened is Diablo 2 came out, and while people might be following along with the Activision drama, I paid for that game before this came to light, so I'm playing it.
I didn't even know that game came out, because I've also pre-ordered that game, because we all wanted to play Diablo 3 at one point, and we're like, oh, you get it for free if you pre-order 2.
And for people that want to play it, cool. For people that want to boycott Blizzard, cool. And the developers are also on that exact same page and telling you to do what you think is right. But that's pretty much it from me. How was your week?
I binged a Netflix series. I watched Metal Shop Masters.
Okay.
Now, Rick, are you familiar with the Great British Bake Off?
I am vaguely aware of it.
Well, Bake Off is it takes X amount of amateurs and they bake cakes every week or, bakery treats. And two judges judge who's the best and who's the worst. Best gets star baker, worst goes home. Now, what this has done is it's birthed a different type of show, as it were, where people take X thing, like, for example, in Bake Off, it's baking. In Metal Shop Masters, it's making sculptures out of metal. In this, it starts with 7 competitors. All of them have got big personalities, which is a big plus for me. And binged this show, and there was some very cool sculptures made. The very last task was to make a apocalypse vehicle.
Okay.
So, yeah, some really good stuff. I'm trying to be as vague as possible because I don't want to spoil it for people who do want to watch it. The first episode had a certain competitor get eliminated for using scrap metal instead of prefab, and it was such a bit of a letdown because the second challenge involved making something out of scrap, and it's just like, damn, I wish they made it through to the next stage because they probably would have made something awesome. Good show. A little bit of a fun fact before we get into the describing of what we're doing today. Originally, because I heard it was coming out, we were going to do The Ghost of Molly McGee, but a quick Google revealed that while it comes out today on the Disney Channel, it's not available on Disney Plus until the 6th, and I'm still not sure if that's even applicable to Disney Plus here or if that's US exclusive. So next week might be a bit weird. We might be doing that, we might be doing something different. But instead, what are we doing, Rick?
Today we are doing the LEGO Star Wars Terrifying Tales. It came out today, as of time of recording, and it should be a little bit of fun. So for those of us wanting to watch along with us at home, it's on Disney Plus. 3, 2, 1, and go.
Like, the screen cap has Darth Sidious, and fuck me, I need to turn my thing down again. I keep forgetting that when I record, I need to have the fucking volume down, otherwise I can't hear you.
Yep. Oh, the little Lego version of the Disney Star Wars opening splash screen.
They do that all the time with Lego Star Wars stuff, though.
Okay, so here's the thing where I'm showing that this is the first time I have watched Lego Star Wars.
Oh, I've never watched it properly. It's one of those things where it used to be on Cartoon Network a lot.
Okay.
I used to do shorts.
Man, this sounds so much like Eddie Izzard.
It's meant to be comedic, so it wouldn't be surprising, would it?
Yeah. You can say Evil Fortress on the Hill without saying it.
You could tell when Rick's got nothing interesting to say because he just repeats dialogue.
Well, it's also when I think it's a funny line. Oh, Jesus, what the fuck?
Apparently it's Vinay. I don't know who that's meant to be either, Rick. And if you don't know who it is, that's worrying because you're a big fucking Star Wars nerd.
Yeah, I am. But then again, when it comes to Disney Star Wars, like, everything's kind of fair game.
Were they just holding hands?
So it would seem.
Darth Hideous is a great gag. Okay, so his shtick is he's meant to appear really unintimidating and cutesy, but really he's an evil mastermind. So this is what Jar Jar Binks was meant to be, guys. Dude, I still love that video clip of fucking George Lucas in behind the scenes going, Jar Jar is the key. Now, I'm sure it's taken out of context and it means him trying to get the visual effects to work for Jar Jar, but, you know, out of context, it's quite funny to think of Jar Jar as a secret Sith Lord.
Yeah, he's the key to the entire plot.
So, interesting to note, we're definitely during the rebellion times, so 4, 5, 6.
No, we're in the 7, 8, 9 time, because that's Poe Dameron. We did BB-8.
Okay, but we just saw Darth Vader and Darth Sidious.
Yeah, but then it says many years later.
You know what? I completely fucking blanked. You're correct. Now, fun fact, guys, I've only seen Star Wars 7 and 8. I never watched 9, and I'll be honest with you, I watched 7 and 8 under protest.
Yep.
I went round a buddy's house and he said, "Do you want to watch 7 and 8?" And I went, "No, not really." And he went, "Well, that's what I've got lined up." It's like, I exaggerate a little bit. It wasn't quite like that, but it was like after episode 7 ended, I went, "I really don't want to watch 8," and then we watched 8 anyway.
Yeah. 8 is in this weird place where not a lot of people like it.
I respect 8 for trying to not be Empire Strikes Back Part 2. However, it didn't work.
Yeah. It's the Shadow the Hedgehog of Star Wars films.
But Shadow the Hedgehog was good.
Oh, no, well, Shadow the Hedgehog the game, it attempts a lot of things and achieves none of them.
Except I still enjoyed Shadow the Hedgehog the game.
Okay.
I don't care, it's a guilty pleasure. I'll hold that fucking L.
Oh, yeah. I also hold it as a guilty pleasure. I do enjoy going through the full dark side style and then just doing a nice little face turn at the end.
By the way, guys, if you want to see a complete good guy run of Shadow the Hedgehog, feel free to go to the Rev Place Games and check that out. Did you know I did a Shadow the Hedgehog playthrough on my channel, Rick?
I didn't, actually.
Wow. I had to do it in one setting because the save function didn't work. I was miserable. You could really see as time progressed, my will to live slowly vanishing.
So is this Billy Crystal the Hutt?
I guess so. It's not a bad business idea.
Yeah.
Bala the Hutt. I think this guy did appear in the Clone Wars. Never mind, no he didn't. I think it's just a gag character. Why's he got battle droids working for him?
Well, I think they're cheap at this point.
That's really weird, isn't it? Because that's kind of kind, but so gross.
Yeah. Because he's like so gross and spitty.
Yeah. Oh, that voice actor. I know that voice actor. Oh.
I'm also racking my brain. Like, it's probably not Billy Crystal because he's expensive.
I'll tell you who he sounds like. Do you remember Chowder?
I don't think I watched that. But are you talking about the professor in that?
No, I'm talking about the big fluffy elephant.
Okay.
How are you alive, Darth Hideous?
It's the guy that didn't get killed. It's the custodian guy. He's the Sith butler.
Damn. Alright, no word of a lie, this is how I decorate my house in Skyrim.
Yeah. The Skello Trooper.
How the fuck have you made that?
Well, he's got battle droids, so
yeah, but I mean, how has he made it look so real? You know?
I mean, they're Lego. All he needs to do is find a suit.
Okay. But the implication is, like, if you transfer this out of Lego in real life, that would be a spot-on fucking, replicant.
But then again, like, normal people can just make Darth Vader costumes IRL, so
yeah.
Plus, it's not that much different to a dark stormtrooper costume anyway.
Yeah, but the difference here is, like, I can safely assume that these were scavenged off of many battlefields and bought on the black market, whereas not many people have even seen what Darth Vader looks like.
True.
I realise I'm thinking far too much on a thing that, at the end of the day, is just a dumb kids animation for funsies.
Then again, Darth Vader was a like a propaganda tool as well. He was like the Empire's version of Captain America.
I thought he was more of an enforcer.
He was both.
I always felt like Darth Vader. Like, I've read some comic books where the implication is even people in the Empire haven't seen Darth Vader, but they know him by reputation. So as soon as he appears and he's as menacing as it sounds like he was, they all fall in fucking line because they're like, oh, that dude looks like he's for real. My God, Twi'leks don't look good in Lego.
I think these are like the Sassy Tin guy. You know, the guy that was one of the Jobber Jedi Masters that got killed by Sidious in like a third of a second.
Maybe, but haven't they? They've usually got more colourful fucking tendrils, for lack of a better word.
Okay, so the Twi'leks have more colourful tendrils and they have them like out the back.
These
guys have them horns at the side.
Yeah, I know what I mean. They've got like colourful skin, is what I meant. I'm not talking about Twi'leks. I'm talking about the fucking things which have red faces and white stripes.
Oh, you're thinking of Ahsoka. Different race. Yeah, Ahsoka and the Togruta are a different race to Sassy Tin and the I don't know what the race of that thing is. The one with the arse on the head.
I'm going to agree to disagree because I feel like my point's not getting across. Anyway, it seems like they've devolved... Fuck? This is meant to be Kylo Ren and Luke Skywalker, is it?
So it would seem.
Luke Skywalker looks pretty good in Lego.
He does, actually. He looks a bit like George Lucas.
If you squint. Man, I do like the image... of the breaking news: Adam Driver in hospital with extreme herniated discs from carrying the weight of the new Star Wars franchise on his back.
Yeah. Like the whole reason that Ben Solo is so swolo is because he's had to carry the entire show.
Like, for real, the only character I kind of liked in 7 and 8, more so in 7, but the Knights of Ren, that's a real thing, isn't it?
Yeah, so they're a bunch of assholes, and then when they take Ben Solo, he becomes one of them, and then he ends up being the leader of them.
Oh, is that why he takes the name Kylo Ren?
Yeah, he becomes Kylo Ren because of that, yeah.
And they're playing with gonk droids. That is a luxurious mane of hair. Oh my God, it's Geralt in Lego.
Yeah. I was going to say it's Lucius Malfoy, but yeah, it's Geralt.
Man, I heard, I don't know if it's how true it is, but apparently they're not quite retconning 7, 8, and 9 so much as going like, okay, that's an alternative dimension.
Yeah, maybe so. And I'm kind of here for it as well because it was a bit of a bad ending.
Well, the implication is that Grogu gets slaughtered by Ben Solo, if that's the case.
Yeah.
Also, like, I'm sure I'm not the only one who says it, but I really don't like how they treated Luke in that new trilogy.
No, neither does Mark Hamill.
One of my favourite things about Mark Hamill is there's an interview back when before 9 was coming out, where he said, I've got about 8 months of trolling left to do.
Before I'm no longer relevant.
and he also said something along the lines of, I don't think Disney's a big fan of that, but what are they going to do, fire me? Who's going to fire Luke Skywalker?
I mean, it was a big flex from Gina Carano, and then it turned out, yeah, they called a bluff on that one.
Well, I ain't being funny. She ain't exactly as vital as Luke goddamn Skywalker.
No. The only thing she was vital to was the show that they had planned for her.
1 second, is she Christian Slater? That sounds like Slater.
Maybe.
I'll be honest with you, I don't think that show would have... Like, let's be honest. It probably wouldn't have raked in the money.
Maybe not. Like, it was going to be a spin-off of Mando at the best, and we know we're going to get a better spin-off of Mando in, Book of Boba.
Oh, 29th of December, by the way.
Yeah.
Fucking... My brother told me that the other day, and I was hype.
Get in, bitch, we're doing crimes. This is dumb and I love it.
This is really silly. But it's Lego, so it should be. Oh, I love it.
I like the implication that one of the Knights of Ren is one of the Jizz Whalers.
I hate that name so goddamn much.
I hate more the fact that it's canon.
Ugh. Yeah, how did you actually get that? Dude, I want to look at the credits for this. I'm convinced that's Christian Slater.
It might be.
People who don't know, he's in a band, and he does a lot of voice acting work. Surprisingly, he plays himself in Archer, and he plays Deathstroke in most of the DC animations. Not Deathstroke. Fuck. Deadshot.
Deadshot. Sure.
Boy, am I fucking annoyed how similar certain names are in DC. Also, in this version, Kylo doesn't fuck up the temple.
Yeah, this is actually a really cool.
What if Star Wars?
Yeah,
my god, I want that!
Isn't Visions meant to be that?
Yes, but no, because it doesn't deal with canon characters. It's just Star Wars but anime, and everything is pretty much an original plot. I've seen the descriptions for a bunch of the episodes, and some of the ideas I'm not too keen on. Some of them I'm like, that might be interesting.
Yeah. There's so many what ifs that I've watched on YouTube of Star Wars. It's like some really interesting and simple ones, like what if Anakin waited patiently when Mace Windu says, "Wait here," because obviously he was going to go kill Sidious and then come back and then just give him the position of Jedi Master.
Yeah. But he even says the line of, if what you tell me has been is true, then you'll have earned my trust.
Mm-hmm.
Man, the dynamic timing.
Yeah, it did go a bit 1-2, miss a few, evil.
By the way, guys, for those not in the know, because you can't see behind the scenes, a fun thing Rick does nowadays is whenever he says a line that is clearly a funny line, he sends it to me in Skype. Ready to do for the titles.
Yeah, because as you may have noticed, we try and make the titles things that we say in the show.
Yes, appeal to his ego.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's one of yours, and when it is one of yours, and I really want to make sure it gets remembered, I'll message you the thing that you said.
I said something about the thing that we were doing, and then you just kept going with the previous topic, and I was so confused for a minute. Like, sometimes it's one of yours. After I said applied, fucking massage his ego.
Sometimes it's one of your egos.
I was like, what the fuck does he mean? By the way, if you play the VR game, this is the place you explore.
Yeah.
Darth Vader's castle to explore in VR is awesome.
Oh yeah, because you've got that little VR headset, ain't you?
I mean, it's not a little one. It costs £300 new.
Okay, yeah, sure, no worries. Apologies.
It's one of the standalone ones. You don't need to hook it up to a console.
Yeah, the Oculus.
The only downside is there's not as big of a game selection on it because it's a standalone one.
Sure.
I don't give a shit about this child character.
Possible that the child character might be one of the characters in Lego Star Wars, but I also can't care.
Who knows? Who cares?
I like the detail on his torso. Like it looks like it's a piece of Lego that actually has been played with.
Sure. I was going to say, I'm actually surprised this is a job and he's not just a slave, considering he works for a hut.
Yeah. He just scared his hair off.
Lego's always been good for sight gags like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, how much is this worth?
In a Disney park, tens of thousands.
I meant, how much is it worth historically in universe, though? What's it gonna do? Don't fucking... Oh! It's like one of those pricks who, fucking picks up a gun and then looks that straight down the barrel.
Yep.
I'll be honest with you, without force powers, I wouldn't mess with any lightsaber.
Nah, they even bring it up in one of the books that Han picks up the lightsaber again after, he does it obviously in Empire Strikes Back, but he does it again in one of the later books, and it just goes into the details on how weird it feels to wield something that doesn't have a weight when you don't have...
Oh my god, sorry! The dueling monstrosities and a picture of Grievous, I'm excited.
Yeah!
I don't think these two ever actually duelled.
Not intentionally.
No, I mean, even in the Clone Wars, like, they had that, encounter on the Night Sisters planet, and Ventress was the one who held off Grievous. Oh, okay, I'm guessing the implication is, they've combined Grievous and Maul. Oh, never mind, they're just doing funny little sight gags.
This is after they give Darth Maul his robot legs. But they're giving him different sets of robot legs until they come across a pair that actually work.
I did like the comic book ones that were... that. Don't rip on Dave Filoni, man.
People love Darth Maul, dude. Like, it was the biggest... Well, the two biggest wastes of the Phantom Menace were... getting rid of Darth Maul, who was a really cool villain, and getting rid of Liam Neeson, who was a really cool hero.
I find it... Sorry, very valid point. Moving on. Sorry. I love how they've given you some lore background on Grievous, which they never did in the films.
Mm-hmm.
You had to... If you want to learn his real name and how he became Grievous, you've got to read fucking expanded lore shit.
Yeah, he calls himself Grievous because he's an edgelord.
Yeah. But yeah, as I was saying, when they got to because the Night Witches were poisoning Dooku because they hated him, and Dooku needed to kill them to reverse the spell, so he sent Grievous.
Yep.
And when Grievous got landed on the planet, the person who stalled him wasn't Darth Maul, it was Ventress.
Okay.
So I don't believe Grievous and Maul have... They might not have ever encountered each other full stop, but they've definitely never duelled.
That is a cute gag, though. He's just like... The lightning goes off and he's just in the damn window.
Yep.
It's like Scar going, Simba, a little surprised to see you alive. He puts his hat back on.
Yeah. That's a gag they're liking to pull out, isn't it?
Yeah, but like it's much more visceral when it's the top of his head and not just his hair.
True. Why has Grievous already got 4 sabers?
I think he's just been given them because that's his character model in the video game. So
Absolutely. No, I get that, but bear in mind the reason he has 4 lightsabers is he killed Jedi and took them from them. Whereas we literally saw about a minute ago him getting created.
Mm-hmm.
Man, were you also one of the kids in the cinema? Well, you were probably a teenager, not a kid, who flipped their shit when Maul ignited the second half of his blade.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we'd had it slightly spoiled by the fact that it was in the He's in the and this in the trailer, but still, it was very cool. Very cool visual.
I was a child, so I didn't pay attention to trailers back then.
Okay, it's the One Ring of lightsabers.
Did you we were talking over it, but Darth Maul going, "At least I have the power over the Force. Force leap, Force jump." Fucking doing Toru shit. Not Toru, the fucking red-haired dude from Jackie Chan Adventures.
Tiger jumps on buttock or whatever, I don't know.
You're not far wrong.
He's getting, he got cut in half again.
I do like when Darth Maul reappears in the Clone Wars. He's doing this whole entire monologue, and he says, he ends on something along the lines of, "You couldn't kill me before, and you won't kill me. You won't do it again. I hate you. You're going to die." And Obi-Wan just goes, it's one of the most badass Obi-Wan lines to this day, of just like, "That may be so, but I defeated you before, and I will defeat you again." And then he has to fight Darth Maul while he's the giant Spider-Man.
I beat you first. I beat you one time, now I get to beat half of you.
I like how you went for Alec Guinness's voice and not
yes.
Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, it's easier to do the Alec Guinness one than the Ewan McGregor one.
Sorry, the bandage is keeping him together.
Yeah.
Man, that sounds so much like Seth MacFarlane's Sidious.
It might be.
Or it might just be that Seth MacFarlane does the most generic Sidious ever.
Pushity push!
Oh, Rick, I did a dumb.
Oh?
I've plugged my laptop in, but I forgot to turn the power on, so my laptop's running out of battery.
Okay. It's okay. I'll vamp for a little bit while you do a little tippy-tappy and head over and switch it on. And so we have the Frankenstein thing of live, it's alive.
Yep, I'm back. I've turned my power on. I was down to 30% battery, and I was like, oh no. Why is it running out of battery? Because my charge cable goes at fuck.
And also, your power coming on is coinciding with the guy turning the lightsaber on.
Well, not on purpose.
It's cute, though. A cute contrivance.
The only reason I even noticed it is because I was like, wow, the contrast has gotten really dark. And it was like that. My laptop was going into power saving mode. Boy, that's some sexual imagery. I don't like how, I get it, I understand why, but I don't like how fucking square lightsabers look in the Lego style.
Yeah, I feel you. I'm pretty sure, didn't the original ones actually have the rounded tips as well?
This is basically the short answer.
Yeah, I'm happy with an answer where nobody knows, because neither do I.
Look at all that gold!
Yeah. Literal gold bricks. That's the Disney philosophy here.
Yeah, that is actually Disney.
Yep. Lore schmore, this must be worth a fortune.
My god, just replace him with the CEO of Disney at this point.
Any one of them over the years. Oh yeah, there we are. The Sith holocron that you can buy in the store.
Really?
Yeah.
How bad is the damage?
I don't know, but the thing that makes it useful is you can put the lightsaber crystals into it, and you get little quotes from mostly Sidious, but also some other Sith now and again.
That sounds like it would cost a lot of money.
Yeah, it does.
I'm guessing a Wookiee paw is just a monster, a monkey paw, is it?
Probably. The individual lightsaber crystals, they're meant to put in the builder lightsaber to change the color. They added a gacha mechanic of, if you buy a red one, now and again, you get a black one instead. And it's like a 1 in 100.
That's really shitty.
I know, right?
Just, first of all, you can't have a goddamn black lightsaber without it being a dark saber. Just sell me the dark saber, Disney.
Yeah. And here's the thing, the black crystal still makes a red blade. Because apparently it's the black crystal that Lord Snoke has on his ring.
You know what? You know there's at least one nerd who fucking has bought dozens of lightsabers to get that and has finally gotten it and has like, look at me, I'm the king of the Sith, not realising it's not real.
Yeah, his name's Dano.
His name's Dano?
Yeah. he's like a Star Wars nerd prime. His name's Dano and he has the Dano channel.
Fuck off! Watto was dead by then. There's a comic book where Darth Vader goes to Tatooine as Darth Vader, and Watto is just like, why do you seem familiar? And then gets his head chopped off. There's also another comic which got super retconned because... shit. I lost my train of thought because of Imperial Man.
Yep.
There's a comic that's been retconned at this point because obviously they changed the stuff that happened in Maul, where Darth Maul, with his spider legs, goes to Tatooine because he finds out that's where Obi-Wan is. And he interrogates Watto because Watto, for some reason, knows what Obi-Wan is, and then gets fucking killed like that.
Yeah, I think it seems that Watto is a favourite for these what-if cartoons.
Yeah, he needs to be murdered. He's a piece of shit. Like, it's very easy to hate Watto. This is a real weird what-if scenario, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, are they going to become a proper father and son duo, or are they, because he saves him?
So seem.
Why would he be surprised that his spacecraft gets fucking all rocky? He knows he's in a pursuit. The Skywalker spin.
Man.
This is a weird... Gee, we wonder why. Luke, you'll be more powerful, friend. They still kind of obey the rule of two at this point, right? Yes and no.
Yeah, Sidious has always been loosey-goosey with it.
The rule of two's... but to be fair, the rule of two has always been fucking retarded anyway.
Yeah, it's one of those... It's like the Fight Club rule, that because it's the rule, it has to be broken in order to proceed. Like, there has to be a third to want to take the power from one of the other two to become two after one of them gets killed.
But the thing that gets me is, like, they're super loose with it at this point because of the Inquisitors.
Yeah. I think what they're trying to do is say that the Inquisitors are not Sith, they're just...
Yeah, but they are, though. I've had this discussion with Chris before, and Chris is like, they're technically not Sith. And I'm like, yeah, okay, but they are. They're Jedi who are evil. That's basically a Sith. They're not even evil Jedi. They're Jedi who have been forced to, hey, you die or join us. Because so many of the... Fucking hell, that is a really scary looking Luke.
Wait, he's actually given him a Malfoy haircut.
Oh, goddamn, that is such a fucking nostalgia sound, isn't it?
Yep. Good old 70s Star Wars klaxon sirens. Oh, that's cute!
Of course Leia ends up becoming a fighter.
Oh, Obi-Wan!
Oh, of course! Yeah, it all makes sense! That's such a cool... I want to see a whole series of Star Wars What If. Oh, my days.
Yeah.
Do it. Give it to the same studio who's been doing Marvel What If, because they've been knocking out the park with animation and story.
Even the depressing ones have been well done.
Yeah! In fact, I argue the depressing ones have been neat but stronger episodes.
No, I don't know, because, like, it's a tough sell to get people to watch another episode after two depressing ones on the bash. So it was good that the next one after that was interesting. Does he become the most famous pilot in the galaxy by fucking up the Death Star by accident?
Oh boy, that was an accurate fucking... No. Thank you. I'm looking at the time left on the episode, and I think we've got one more little silly thing to go. Man, so far it's been real top, hasn't it?
Yeah. It's been like Pete Disney silly,
but also there's hints of like greatness.
Yeah, there's and it's not just hints of greatness; it's hints of respect for the law, but also it's reverence for the law, even if not respect, if you know what I mean.
Somewhat, yeah.
Playful reverence.
My dreams.
Mine.
Fucking... I know it's a kid's show, so it's easy to predict, but fuck, that's lame.
Calm down, Catholic Church.
Wow.
Oh, he's putting together his little mega Lego mech.
It has to be a stupid, over-the-top big thing, hasn't it?
Yeah, and it's got... it's got all the little bits from all the things that we've had.
I do like how characters can have a big enough bond with a droid that can only speak in beeps and whistles to understand what the beeps and whistles mean.
Mm-hmm.
That was a dumb question, Poe. Oh. Hey, this is why he had battle droids, so we could have plot later.
Oh, zombie droids. Oh,
that's
okay,
a great
I like
one.
that NIL8.
Okay, Poe. That's two on the nose.
Oh, speaking of stupid droid names, Dano has a R2 droid called S4D B4BY, which spells out sad baby.
Thanks for that nugget of information, Rick. That will never be useful in my life.
Oh, it's fiction. Like, none of it's real. If you know any facts about fiction, then you don't know a fact.
Yeah, but I don't even know. Like, you introduced me to the name Dano today.
Yep.
Chances are I won't even remember that next time we do a Star Wars thing, if there's a next time. Okay, nice shining gag. Yep, I saw it coming, but it's still funny.
The fact that it's like a massive fucking long serial number is what makes it more of a fun gag, though. He's having a poo!
No, he wasn't having a poo, he was hiding in the toilet. Like in The Shining when she hides in the bathroom.
Yeah, but it's like a massive, huge toilet.
It wasn't. It was a single toilet in the corner of the room.
Yeah, but the room's big enough for a hut, is there?
Every toilet is big enough for a hut on this scale.
I guess.
Like, that hut is not the size of a hut, you know what I mean? He's barely bigger than Poe.
Yeah, fair enough. Getting slimed.
Okay, so they're dressed as the... Well, that plan didn't work very well, did it?
No.
That is a great line to have a robot Darth Vader to say near a gift shop.
Yeah, I find your lack of souvenirs disturbing. Dude, I like the look of the skeleton suit.
Yeah.
Just get off the planet, the guy don't have a ship.
Well, I'm going to assume he has access to ships considering the hut dude was here before Poe crash landed.
Maybe so.
Something, something, blah, blah, message, fear, don't control you, blah, blah, anger, hate.
Here's the thing, though. I'm pretty sure Mustafar is meant to be one of the planets in, like, Episode 9 that's regenerated a lot. I don't know.
Dude, I never watched 9, so I can't help you.
Then again, this might be what it has regenerated to, rather than being on fire all the time and always lava.
Well, we know the hut has purchased Darth Vader's previous mansion, house, castle.
Yeah.
That's a big fucking spanner.
Yep.
Man, can we talk about very quickly how in The Bad Batch, how many times was the plot revolved around the guys have to fix their ship again?
Yeah.
I love The Bad Batch, but fuck did that happen a little too often.
It did a bit. And the other one was, how much time do we have to spend until we do a bit of hacking?
Oh, yeah. Like, every member of the Batch needs to shine in every episode. I get that, but fuck. The ship has to be damaged every other episode, really?
Yeah. That's the thing. It's an unfortunate thing that both Tech and Echo can do that thing.
I think the most unique thing Echo did in the entire series was pretend to be a droid.
Yeah. Because he's got a spanner for a hand.
And he just happened to have his helmet on when they met that dude.
Yeah.
Hey man, an AT-ST is not going to beat an AT-AT. Well, not if the pilot was competent, anyway.
Yeah, the pilot's a droid.
Well... Man, you want to talk about Games Workshop ripping things off? Fucking Sentinels are just AT-STs.
Oh, definitely.
How's Poe going to escape? Oh, he already did.
Yep. That's a lot of Lego that's just gone in the lava.
Yeah. Dude, I've got enough money with my paycheck to get one Lego kit this month, and I'm still debating what it's going to be. I've also done all the fucking Star Wars ones I care to do, because all the other ones are like 100 plus quid, because they're fucking like AT vehicle size.
Yeah. Now here's the thing. I probably prefer to save up and get one of the really good ones.
I don't want to do a kit that's too big.
Fair.
Like, so the biggest kit I've done so far is the Infinity Gauntlet, which was really frustrating when putting the thumb on. Don't ask me why, it just was.
Huh. Fair enough. But yeah, out of all those Marvel helmets, I think the Infinity Gauntlet, i.e. the only one that's not a helmet out of the helmet series, is the coolest one.
I really like the Venom one I did.
Sure.
But then again, that's more of a bust than a helmet.
Sure. But yeah, like I say, out of the few, I think the Infinity Gauntlet makes a really good standalone diorama piece.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there is also a Jedi holocron of the same make, and that one has more quotes in it.
Well, it would do. There's more fucking Jedi to choose from.
Yeah, and it's not just Sidious, sometimes Vader.
I would absolutely love if you put a holocron in, and it says it's just fucking. Hey, by the way, motherfucker, I got a purple lightsaber. Suck my dick.
Yeah.
Or something. I don't know. I didn't try to do the voice because I can't do a Sam Jackson voice. Sorry.
Lightsaber, motherfucker. Do you speak it?
That sounds nothing like him.
No, I don't know. It's fine.
I feel like you're hesitant because you don't want to be racist. Accidentally.
Absolutely.
Did you not insure this venture, my dude?
No, he probably spent all of his credit on the thing and like had nothing left for insurance.
Well, that's stupid. So, you're a bad businessman.
Okay, fine, I am scared of you after just folding his arms.
Well, say what you will about the new trilogy, Dameron is a war hero.
Yeah.
So, I gotta admire this guy's enthusiasm.
That's actually really cute. He's got to start small again, rebuilding his empire with a bed and breakfast. I think that's actually kind of wholesome.
One of the things I do like, actually, is that this Hutt must be on the good side, because when shit hit the fan, his two stooges didn't run away. They actively looked for him and helped him out.
Yeah.
Not all Hutts are gangsters and arseholes. Most of them are, but not this one. Is that racist? Yes, but it's also true.
It's not racism, it's just profiling.
Which is racist.
Yeah.
In this case, it's racist.
Yeah. But it's against a race that doesn't exist, so...
Oh yeah, that's fine. Aliens, fuck them. Who gives a shit? They can... This is where, this episode never gets released because I got abducted in my sleep one day. Okay, Anakin. How? Tell me how. Hey, David Shane, good job.
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's... I wish this was better with the fucking credits than... I wanted to watch the credits, motherfucker.
It's still going on my end, so I'll let you know when the credits have actually ended.
Do a clappy do for me. Right, sorry, I got really angry because I wanted to see if it was Christian Slater voicing that dude.
So it's on the Densk version now, so...
Yeah, don't fucking... I tried to fast forward it to at least see the credits and it went straight to Dutch.
Yep.
Well, sorry, it wasn't Dutch, it was Deutsch, so German. But,
Yep. So yeah, it's just before... Obviously, just before that, you've got the actual thingy credits, but yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was Christian Slater, guys. Let my words be marked. But yeah, what did you think?
I kind of liked it. Here's the thing. I think I said during the show, it was a good gamut of Disney dumb while also having a little bit of reverence for things that came before. How about you? What do you think?
I thought it was pretty good, and I even said it during the episode, they had some unique takes on what-if scenarios. I super enjoyed, hey, what if Luke joined the Imperial Army, the Empire? And guess what? Fucking that means Obi-Wan has to do the fucking rescue on his own, and when they do the assault on the Death Star, it's Leia and Obi-Wan leading the charge.
Yeah.
Has the thing ended?
It's still in the additional credits, but yeah, it's we've got 20 seconds left of additional black screen credits.
Man, Disney Plus, fix your shit, because us wholesome fucking podcasters need to be able to watch your whole credits without tabbing out, you fucks. It's by far not the most egregious issue with the Disney Plus player. The Disney Plus player is weird, and I don't like it half the time. Well, we're near the end of our podcast, guys, and what we normally do is we like to give out a couple of awards. But because it's the debut of a certain segment, we're going to start with it for today. So, to that end, Rick, you get the honour of choosing the very first weakest link.
I think the weakest link may have been the main villain because he was very generic.
I mean, shit, dude, even in the fucking opening, he was just Sidious clone number 2, but he wasn't even a good Sidious clone.
Yeah, he's Sidious clone with a normal human head. What was his name? Vinay?
It was Vinay, but Darth Sidious called him Darth Hideous at the beginning, which is kind of funny.
So I'm giving him the weakest link for the purpose that he was meant for, that he was meant to be generic, and he succeeded at being generic. But yeah, how about you? Who is your weakest link?
It's a tough one, actually, because, hey, guess what? I enjoyed it overall.
Yeah.
But I guess the weakest link would be, this is going to be a weird one, the fact that they had so many unique and interesting what-ifs I wanted to see more of, and because it's done in the Lego Star Wars format, we got very limited glimpses and very over-the-top, funny stories rather than seriousness. And I get it, that was the point. I'm not knocking it for that. It's just one takeaway that was poor was, I wanted to see more. Give it a what-if treatment on the level of Marvel.
They give you a mile-a-minute cliff note of the what-ifs rather than the full expansion of it.
And also some really fucking ham-fisted ways to justify them, like the Luke thing being a monkey's paw.
Yeah.
It's a bit lame, I get it. Funny humour, kids. So, now that was the downsides. Let's talk about the good. Rick, did you have a favourite moment?
My favourite moment is when Luke banged his head. It was stupid and I loved it.
Okay.
But how about you? What was your favourite moment?
My favourite moment was seeing Leia lead the Death Star run.
Yeah, that was a pretty good one. In general, it was a nice scene that it solidified, like we said, the mile-a-minute cliff note formats of the entire show.
Yeah. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Rick, do you have an MVP?
It's a really weird one where I gave him the weakest link, but I'm also giving the MVP to Darth Hideous.
You're not allowed to do that. That's actually illegal.
Is it actually illegal?
You can't give him this is the worst part of the thing, and then also say he's also the best part of the thing.
Well, okay, so he was the weakest link in terms of the story's execution, but in terms of driving the story, I think he was also the most valuable player.
I demand a different one.
Okay, well, I'm going to give it to Billy Crystal the Hutt then, because he was the other person driving the plot.
Was he? He was mostly just a gag character.
He was a gag character, and he was along for the ride, but he's the one that bought the place and is actively bringing people into the zone and actively wants to have it renovated, rather than just having squatted there for 70 years.
I'll be absolutely real with you, dude. I'm not even sure if he did buy the place. It could very be that he was just squatting and decided, I know, I can make some money.
And also, it's entirely possible that he's been conned out of it by an additional hut. But yeah, how about you? Who was your MVP?
I'm going to give it to Darth Maul because I just like Darth Maul for other things, but the sight gag of him trying different legs on was quite amusing. It's interesting that the first ever encounter that I'm aware of between Maul and Grievous was done in this, of all things. So I'm going to give it to Maul.
Sure, I'll be happy with that.
It's time to wrap up the show, Rick. It's time to say goodbye to our awesome audience. But yeah, that was Lego Star Wars Terrifying Tales, a surprisingly fun little show. Next week we will, hopefully, assuming that it's available on Disney Plus in the UK, be watching The Ghost of Molly McGee. But until then, all we've got to say really is goodbye. Now, don't forget, if you want to give us a comment, we have the comment section down below on YouTube. But if you're not watching on YouTube and you're listening via one of our audio formats, we do have an email address. That email address is nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com.
Once again, that's nonsensereviewuk@gmail.com.
But yes, join us again next week for more spooky October specials. And yeah, it's a goodbye from me.
And goodbye from me.
Boo.